All right, guys, still at press day. This is the one you've been waiting for. Yes, Jeep Cherokee, but not just any Jeep Grand Cherokee. This is the Trackhawk. Yes, Trackhawk. Supercharged V8. Base price, according to this window sticker, $85,000. The way this car is set up with options, $99,000. Now I know what you're thinking. I got $99,000 to spend, and I need a sport utility. Well, here's a great way to spend your money. Now this is a press day. I only have this car for 20 minutes, and that includes changing the cameras. So this may be a quicker review at less angles, since there's really no place to pull over. But this car is pretty freaking amazing. Let's hit the gas. Whoa. All right, so this is, I know that this is a Hellcat, a little higher up, basically. It drives really just like the Hellcat, but I see a lot more power getting to the ground. Where the Hellcat took about 2 seconds, and then it shot forward, and you hope in those 2 seconds it doesn't shoot sideways. This car is, wow. This car is probably a tad slower from the seat of my pants here. And we're averaging 9 miles a gallon. That's before I drove it. That's people who drove it probably normally. But this car is freaking fast. It is insanity. Wow. I'm not going to take it on the really tight roads. The suspension is stiff. I've driven a couple cars on this bumpy back road here, and this is one of the stiffer ones. It's not GTR stiff, but it is stiff. This Jeep Cherokee is fast. You can hear that supercharger kicks in at about 3,000 RPM, and this car just, you know, like the Hellcat, I drove that today too on the press day. This is getting all the power down to the ground. So the Hellcat, by the seat of the pants, feels a little bit quicker to me, but everything's getting to the ground. In a race, this car may actually be able to beat it, where the Hellcat, it took 2 seconds of spinning the tires, and then the car would shoot off in the distance. This car immediately hooks up and gets going. This car is a beast. Let's go for it. Now, you didn't know you needed a supercharged Grand Cherokee. I own a Grand Cherokee, or at least my wife does, and it's the V6 base model. Stay on your side of the road. And had somebody on the wrong side of the road coming right at me. I think I would win though with this truck. Inside, interior is beautiful, excellent interior. I wish our Jeep Cherokee was like this. I feel real high up. I feel like I'm driving the Empire State Building, because in some ways I am. But this has power all over the place. Again, I'm sure you're really going to get 9 miles a gallon the way you drive this car, but who cares? This car is freaking amazing. The bumpier sections, you really feel the stiffness of the suspension. But on these smoother open sweepers, it is not bad. Wow. You will surprise people with this. Now, full disclosure, I owned an SRT8 Jeep Cherokee in 2008. That had a ton of power, but it overwhelmed the chassis easily. I thought that would be like the ultimate family or winter car. And I had snow tires for it. You hit the gas, especially in the rain, it was all over the road. You couldn't even stop sometimes in the rain. Or you got on the gas, you would just slide into the other lane. This seems like a much better suspension to me. Now, this is a press car, so it's been beat on. It's got 3,700 miles on it, but you can definitely take the family out in this one. But this is crazy. You want to blow 100 grand, this is a good way to blow it. Now, there's some body roll here on these country roads. And we could drive it in sport mode, where it looks like it'll let me downshift the gears. You hear that supercharger comes on at about 3,000 RPM. It's upshifting for me, I think. Oops. Don't brake for no reason, person in front of me. So what did I think of the Jeep Cherokee Trackhawk? Well, I loved it. What's not to like?
707 horsepower from a supercharged V8, 0 to 60 in about 3.5 seconds, 11.6 second quarter mile. This Jeep was a beast. The next day I actually got to drive it on the track, so look for the track review next week. Now, would I buy this car? Well, there's a couple of downsides. One is the 9 miles per gallon that we averaged. 2, the ride is as stiff as a board. It was like driving a stagecoach on these country roads. And 3, price. With a starting price of $86,000, it'll cost you $20,000 more than the equivalent Dodge Challenger Hellcat. Now, I think the Dodge Challenger Hellcat was a little quicker because it weighed less, but this in the real world could be faster because the all-wheel drive helps to get that power to the ground. Would I buy one? Well, if I had $100,000 budgeted for an SUV, yes. Yes, I would. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends so our channel can grow, and leave a positive comment below. We'll see you next time.